Welcome in to Actual Play Entertainment Presents Episode 8 of The Two-Headed Serpent, an epic action-packed globe-spanning campaign for Pulp Cthulhu, published by Chaosium. My name is David. I'm the keeper, the overly confident with their Cthulhu characters, I believe. People rolling dice alongside me tonight are Kurt, Mike, and Joe.
Borneo, baby.
It's Pulp Cthulhu, man. Nobody dies.
Pre-game talk made me think that, all right, no, that's fair. It's early. We finished one chapter. We'll see how things go.
I think we're all still down hit points somehow.
And probably sanity, too.
Yeah, I was wondering how long this flight to Borneo is and if there was an opportunity for another
It's a week.
check.
It's a week.
Yeah, afraid not.
Could we take a ship maybe instead of the plane?
Yeah.
Just hitchhike?
Can we stay in Bora Bora for a week on the way?
I'm actually going to get that now while we're just hanging out and bantering. Christopher, what's your current sanity?
Oh, yeah.
26.
26. I like it. Kurt?
Maxed out at 72.
Maxed out at 72.
Like a
like
boss.
fucking almost 3 times as much. That's amazing. Mike, how's Lucian doing?
45, under 50. He's doing all right.
I love it. Christopher has max hit points, so he's going to stay alive but go insane, lose his mind, and be completely useless. But Maynard is going to be totally going to comprehend his death as it's happening, because I'm sure you're close to dying already, or what?
The same.
My face is slowly going to turn into a snake head, and the bullet wound on the side of my head is going to get infected, but I'm just going to be completely calm and just completely fulfilling my destiny as we uncover all of this occult stuff.
Everything is fine.
Yeah. I am one with the universe.
I need to check something.
Is it how many nights we can sleep and recover hit points?
Afraid not.
Come on.
What's everybody's hit points? That's another great question.
13
for Maynard.
What are we in here?
Been
5 minutes of recording. This guy's already badgering me for things.
It checks out.
You're the one that threw us on a plane 5 minutes.
I know.
Everyone,
I
on
like
the plane.
that.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I love that. I enjoyed that. So let's go to that plane. Starting another episode in a plane. Didn't we start the last one?
Yeah, we did.
Awesome.
Same plane?
Hey,
What kind of plane
Exact
is
same
it?
plane.
What's the tail number?
You can't see from where you are and you don't recall getting in. It's a Boeing of some sort. It's in my notes from the last session.
Was it also the plane that rescued us from Bolivia?
Yeah, why not? Well, let's have like your little this is your plane. Like your little
Yeah,
flying
nice.
base.
Caduceus private
Yeah, totally.
expedition plane.
Hey, Joe,
So,
it's
make up your own tail number.
1933, so the plane number is 7.
Good one.
Caduceus is pretty rich. They were able to get in
dude,
early with
they're
Boeing.
ahead of shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't you worry. Key cards, thumbprints, fucking sensors, blowing your mind. Make your little sanity checks.
My mind is
Tallest
blown.
building in New York City before the Empire State Building.
Yeah, that's right, man. 18 stories with a big fucking dome on the top. All right, what's since we're doing shit like this, what's the name of your plane?
The Endeavor.
The Endeavor. All right. The scene opens with the Endeavor in the sky, flying into North Borneo. There is a large
Not
mountain.
South Borneo.
Definitely not south.
Critically.
Well, what's the difference between north and south? Can you quickly just throw
I
that
have no
across our
idea.
plate
All
there?
I know that North
Okay.
Borneo is now Malaysia. Part of Malaysia.
Oh.
So
Okay.
that's as far as my geographical knowledge of the situation goes. But the Endeavor flying through the low clouds, coming around the side of Mount Kinabalu, coming down to the set-up army base where your landing will be. The scene goes into the plane, and you guys are all sitting there buckled in, Shapiro sweating, already red and sweaty from the heat, dabbing away at his head. We should be landing in the quarantine zone soon. Does anyone have any questions? I'm going to go up. We're going to get to the medical tents. I'm going to set up with the analyzer. Trying to talk over the engines. Set up the analyzer. Determine exactly if it is the Yellow Death. Your job is to search and talk to people. Find out if there's any inner night presence, as we suspect. See whatever you can do. Does anyone have any questions?
Excuse me, how big is the camp? I can't tell from here, from the number of tents.
You'll have to speak up over the engines.
I said, how many people are in the camp? What is the population?
Caduceus was contacted by the North Chartered, that's the Borneo company. It's a mining company. They got a surveyor's camp out here. And they've got this, this type of hepatitis, they say. I don't know. Probably 100? Maybe a little bit more. I'm not too sure. We'll find out more when we get down there. Anyone else? Remember, this is a quarantine zone, man.
Is the disease contracted?
If it's the Yellow Death, touch mostly. Touch, getting any of the fluids from anyone sick on you. If it is what we think it is, people can even be infected and still look healthy at first. It kind of goes in 3 stages. In stage 1, you're contagious, but you look fine. In stage 2, you start to feel a little bit shitty and stuff, and once you hit stage 3, you're fucking done. It's over. This analyzer will be able to tell. We'll be able to test. It's a pretty easy test. I got everything we need here. And he taps on the crates.
How long has this been going on? When did you find out about it?
We were contacted 2 days ago. Approximately, let me check my notes over here as he starts to pull out a little notebook and scan. 5 days before that. Yeah, it looks like it was 5 days, so it's been about a week in total. They've got the place quarantined, locked down. There's a small army encampment at the base of the, it kind of runs up the side of the mountain a little bit. Apparently there's some farms up there, tobacco farms. There's the surveyor's camp. That's about all I know right now.
And we're landing in the camp? Or
You'll be
there's an
landing
airstrip
at the
in the camp?
No, at the little airstrip that the little army base has set up. Basically just like in a flat little area they've set up.
And the army
little
base isn't the camp that we're going to?
No, they're the ones that are controlling the quarantine and the lockdown, but they're all outside of the quarantine zone.
Okay.
They're going to escort us into the quarantine zone?
Totally, yep.
Sorry if this is a dumb question. Is the surveyor's camp separate from the camp that we're going to, or are those the same place?
Holy fuck, that's a dumb question.
Jesus.
Probably is.
We got to edit out such a dumb question. No, it's you'll be landing at the airstrip camp and then presumably taking a vehicle up into the hills a bit where there's a surveyor's camp. He tells you it's about half an hour. I think it's going to be about half an hour out of the camp by Jeep or whatever the fuck they give us. He's just dabbing more sweat off his forehead. You come circling down to the low clouds and he's talking to you, and then he pauses. And he looks over the shoulder of Lucian out the window towards where the mountain is as you're coming around, and he goes, "What the fuck is that?" He takes another close look and squints.
And
Anyone?
we all turn and look and see.
Let's get a spot hidden from everyone.
Well, I'll roll it.
From everyone.
Everyone who is going to look out the window at what has caught Shapiro's attention.
Christopher should get a disadvantage because he's actually already put on his hazmat suit with the gas mask.
All right. No, that's fair. I appreciate your honesty. I agree. Definitely you're rolling that with a disadvantage.
Maynard rolled a 12 under 70.
Oh, Eagle Eyes Maynard. He turns and immediately, bing, right there in the clouds, you see a small, what looks like winged creature kind of bobbing in the air as it's flying. It's up above higher altitude than the plane, but not by much. And it's kind of bobbing there, and you squint and you see 2 more come through the clouds behind it.
I don't see anything. What are you looking at? Maynard, what am I missing?
There's some sort of giant birds flying in formation with the plane. Are they like looking at us or like angling in on us or anything like that?
You look up at the close one and it kind of tucks its wings in, and then you notice it coming down at the plane at a pretty good speed, like it's doing.
Oh no!
Tuck
Come
bomb.
on!
You see the other 2 in the background also do the same, and they start to go down.
Like a
I
hawk
yell
does?
into the pilot's ear, I think we're under attack.
He looks over his shoulders and goes, "What?" As the front of the plane comes crashing through, and you see this skeletal black creature with wings and a big spiked tail jam the tail through the chest of the pilot, and as he starts to scream and blood squirts everywhere.
Come on!
Who's got the
Holy
highest
crap.
dexterity?
Christopher.
I believe that's Christopher who goes, and then who's out of it between you 2?
I've got 70. I think I'm second.
I have 60.
Okay.
My potbelly slowed
Is
me
it
down a little
two
bit.
pilot plane?
Yeah, it would be a 2 pilot. There's a co-pilot who's fucking screaming right now.
You know, shit.
Fucking
If he can
screaming.
even make any noise whatsoever.
How big are these things, Dave? Like
5 feet. 5 feet tall.
the body is 5 feet tall, and then with like
yeah, and
giant
then it's got like
wings?
leathery wings and it's like skeletal.
So black skeletal demon people have attacked the plane.
Oh, first off, how could I forget? Can I get a sanity check? Sorry,
I failed my
getting
spot hidden
carried-
roll, so I know.
Well, you notice you don't really need a spot hidden for the one that crashed through the front of the plane,
Right.
impaling the pilot, sending the
follow.
plane off course.
I follow. Okay.
31 under 72 for Maynard.
56 over 45 for Lucian.
Christopher
Come on, Christopher.
pulls off his gas mask. all the smoke that he was smoking a cigar comes billowing out, and he sees this thing for the first time. And a 55 over 26. That's we're not playing Delta Green.
We're not playing Delta Green.
No.
Christopher loses 1 point. Lucian loses 2.
What?
That's
The dice tell the tale.
Do they? Okay.
take that, Lucian.
16 minutes in. The Badger count. So we are at Christopher. So you're losing your shit. You're all right though. You only lost 2
No, one.
or 1. Sorry. What are your? Do you have any actions? Anything you'd like to do?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, pull off the mask and gonna pull out his guns and just start shooting instantly.
Okay. Shapiro starts screaming, about to shooting. Watch where you shoot. Watch where you shoot. And he's like, don't shoot near the back of the plane.
Yeah, he ignores that.
He's fumbling with its buckles. All right, make your shots.
Come on, Christopher.
It's not trying to dodge. It's ripping apart this dude.
Yeah, that guy's dead. So
Oh yeah, he's long dead. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really too worried about him. Remind me, Dave, when I have that rapid fire.
yeah,
talent.
your talent.
Yeah, so do I just roll with disadvantage, but I get to, or is it just a straight roll every time?
I thought yours was just a straight roll because you don't have disadvantage on multiple shots, right?
Rapid fire gets rid of the first one, so you just get the dual wielding, which is a penalty die no matter how many shots are fired if you have 2, right? So 6 shots with 1 penalty die, but your fumbles increased. Chance of fumbling.
Right.
Or you could just take 3 shots without penalty.
Or 3 without, exactly.
It's pretty good too.
Gotcha.
All right, Christopher, you're up.
He's gonna just whip off the mask, see this bat bird creature thing, slightly shit his pants, and then pull out his
Just a nugget.
dual pistols and start shooting.
Going with the 6 shot, just time to unload.
Well, I'm gonna shoot 3 times.
All right.
And oh god.
No.
Come on.
You jammed on your first shot?
I got a 96.
So that's a jam. 95 and above is a fumble. Maybe a bit of cigar smoke in the face. Your first shot right through the neck of the co-pilot as he starts to bleed out everywhere and slumps down on the controls.
No.
Plane.
Oh my god.
Joe, you're a pilot. Would the plane just start to nosedive? People slumped on the controls.
If they slump on the controls, that's super dangerous. Yeah, they're probably pushing the flight controls forward, and we're all going into a nosedive right now.
Perfect. Okay.
For sure. Yeah.
Awesome. My intuition was correct. Thank you for that confirmation. I appreciate it. Plane starts to nosedive.
Actually, they're designed to just fly. So
They
it's
should just glide.
yeah,
It's a glider.
They just fly themselves. Yeah.
This is where the autopilot would kick in.
Oh, the technology.
Caduceus would have autopilot.
Yeah.
Lucius has autopilot. You swipe your key card.
Yeah, I was about to
Makes
say
the
he needs a
autopilot.
thumbprint though. You got to get the dead pilot's thumbprint. All right. Anything else, Christopher? Any movement?
I
don't imagine there's much
room
room in
up
this
against
plane.
the ceiling of the of the.
I'll make it not quite as
the
dramatic. It's starting into a slow dive at first. That's possible.
Okay.
So don't you get 3 shots with the other gun then, though?
Oh yeah, he's gonna keep
Jams one
shooting, isn't
gun.
he?
Yeah.
That's the first shot. So that's
It's a really good idea. I don't know. It just killed.
they're both dead up there anyway, so it doesn't matter now.
Oh man, that's not gonna sit well on my conscience. Okay, I got a extreme success. I got a 7.
Oh, okay. Shake it off and fucking right through.
Just recalibrate a little bit to the left.
A little to the left.
Extreme is max damage plus a roll. This will be great.
Yeah, it is. You're right. So that's 10 plus 2.
All right.
Okay. It's,
12.
where do you want to shoot it? Just want to blow its fucking head off?
I'm just happy with shooting it.
Yeah, its
you're that
its
generous, I'm
head
gonna shoot
snaps
it.
back and it falls onto the nose of the plane and like slides off.
Holy jeez. Hey, all you gotta do is shoot it in the freaking head, guys.
Yeah,
Just
right
shoot
between
it
the
in
eyes
head.
with a fucking flawless shot.
But I mean, the way you shot the co-pilot. My God.
Yeah, exactly like that. Just do it like that.
A little higher.
And if I have any chance for movement, I'm gonna start moving towards the front of the plane.
Okay. Lucian.
Maynard, be careful. I think Christopher could be an agent for the Unite. He's a sleeper agent this whole time. Look at the way he killed that pilot.
He's just a horrible shot, Doc.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. So I have to wrestle around in my backpack for my weapon. I guess I'm scanning the windows for more of these bird things. And probably only like 50% because it's dangerous and 50% because he like is super stoked to see something like this. He's just craning around like, what? Where's another one?
Are you slightly upset that Christopher just killed it?
A little
Can I
bit.
get a mythos roll from Maynard and Lucian? You guys got some mythos skill, huh? Even Christopher does, doesn't he?
Oh, you took it away last episode.
I didn't take it all away. You should have. Did you get any? No.
You said if you got 10, you get 0.
Yeah, I
I
made
think
a
that
fuck
was-
up about reading that thing. Gave you a minimum of 10. It's the rating of the Cthulhu item if you're looking up mythos stuff. So I screwed up and said, I think you would have got 1d4, and then I was like, oh, bump it up to 10. But that bump up part is wrong.
So it's 1d4.
So we all get
can't
1d4?
numbers, man. No, you guys don't. Christopher should have recorded something down, but I don't think he did. Everyone just make a mythos roll.
57
don't
over
we?
27.
You have 27 mythos?
I do.
All right. 73 over 2.
Excellent.
2.
Did you
That's
roll a
all I've
1
got
or a
written
2
down.
there, Christopher?
I rolled a 25.
Yeah, okay. You do see that window that Shapiro had initially looked out. You see like one's about to come crashing right through the window of that plane, and 2 more diving down behind it.
Okay, so I'm going to shout out, everyone duck, there's more of them, they're coming in through the windows. And I go, I hit the ground, I move away from the window in my seat, and I'm wrestling through my backpack for my pistol.
Okay, staying where you are.
Yeah, like give me 5 feet away from the window.
What did I say? It was initially he looked over your shoulder, correct? So do you go to the other side of the plane or stay on the crashing inside of plane?
Well, how big is the inside of the plane?
It's not very big. So
Well,
you
is
could
it,
you
is
have
it 5
easily
feet wide?
No, it'd be a little bit
Probably more
bit
like
wider
10.
than
So I
5
moved to
feet.
the middle of the plane.
Okay, there we go.
Okay,
That was easy.
Yeah.
Clayton, you're up.
Okay, so I just yelled in the pilot's ear, so I kind of imagined that Clayton was like really beside all of that action. I was like holding on to the pilot's chair basically when that thing came through the windshield. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, that's right. You said you went to go to the front. Totally.
Okay, so while
I
I
should
was
have had him
standing
shoot
there,
you. Damn.
the co-pilot got shot and then this thing got shot and it fell out of the plane. So I'm going to try to unbuckle. I'm going to pull the pilot off of the controls and then try to unbuckle his harness and throw him out of his chair.
Nice. So let's give me a dex roll.
Okay.
I'm not going to say that you're not going to be able to do it, but I just want to see how see how smooth it was.
Well, that sucks. I rolled 80 over 60.
Okay, yeah, you get him unbuckled, but you don't quite get him out. He's kind of slumped over, but you've got it head started for Christopher, which is I assume is where you're going with it.
Yeah, I guess so. Is
Yeah.
that pretty much my turn? Yeah, I'll just try to stay out of Christopher's way.
Maynard,
Pull the
duck.
pilot out. Duck. Okay, the side where the window is, an arm comes crashing in, and one of those creatures, and you hear 2 more thuds on the plane. And one of them starting to smash at the top.
What's the name of asshole? Is it Shapiro from Caduceus?
Yeah,
Shapiro.
All right, okay.
Quentin Shapiro.
Pit
All right.
stick.
Pitstick. I have 2 questions. What did Shapiro do? And does this creature like pull Shapiro at the window and eat him? Because I can't wait.
Oh yeah, Quentin's just sitting back there in the back
Just
of the plane,
chilling,
isn't he?
as one does.
Right.
Shapiro goes last. He's a fat, sweaty dude. He is last in the initiative order. So that's why Shapiro hasn't done anything yet.
Okay.
Is Shapiro like a level 6 wizard that we picked up along the campaign?
He's flipping through his spell book right now, memorizing Fireball.
Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
That'd be handier than Fireball in a plane. Let's go with, you guys want him to attack Shapiro, but I'm not going to really go for that. I'm going to give you the chance of all of Lucian.
What? So he reaches past Shapiro for me. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, he does.
Cool.
Shapiro's on the opposite side. You said you went to the middle of the plane. So it's monster you, Shapiro.
Oh, all right.
Are you dodging or fighting back?
Ooh, I'm gonna dodge.
Normal success.
17 under 35. Normal
All right.
success.
It goes to the runner. Okay, it's
he's
trying to
running.
grab onto you. You're slapping his hands away.
Yeah, I'm doing that like backwards crab crawl down the
You-
fuselage of the plane.
Footsteps on the other side of the plane, like it's going around to the other side, to Shapiro's side. Shapiro, he gets up, he grabs his bag. Yeah, don't make sure. He runs to the back. No one can damage anything back here. And he seems to be trying to take that small crate, the 2x3x2 crate, and like unstrap it so he can get it away from the creatures.
Are the creatures going for it, or?
He's just like, it must not get damaged. It can't get damaged. And he's over there scrambling away. We'll all fucking die. Christopher, your turn.
Christopher moves up to the front of the plane and he's gonna help Maynard get that pilot
Dead
out of the
pilot.
Yeah, the dead pilot
Sounds
out
good.
of the seat there. You mean to make a roll or anything?
No, I think he's got it started. So you accomplish your task. You come over there and you help him pull it out.
Okay. When he does that, can Christopher slip into the pilot seat?
Yep.
Okay. What's the plane doing?
The plane is starting to nosedive. It's starting to nosedive pretty hard. The book. Let's see. You're already up at the front. You climb in. I'll give you a chance to make the skill check too. Wants a strength check to pull the plane out of the nosedive.
Is it making that that Hollywood nosedive sound? That like building?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Nice.
We'll get that in post.
Okay, so you want a strength check.
Yeah, I just wanted to double check if they wanted a hard one or just a normal. But go ahead, make your roll.
Maynard, help me with the controls. Ooh,
I don't even know how to
56
drive a car.
Under 70.
It's a normal success. Yeah,
What did I need?
Can you aid in this game? Can Maynard?
Well, if it's strength, you
Give a
think you'd be able
bonus
to
or
both
something?
just pull back on.
Oh no, sorry, I misread that. It's you need to make a hard strength or pilot aircraft. It's up to you.
Oopsies.
A
Could
hard
we
strength
both pull
or
back
pilot
on the stick
aircraft.
if we tried to?
He's the one that's got it right now. You're fumbling with that body, got it out of his way, so he could get in and make this check.
Okay, so are you gonna make me re-roll?
You can either re-roll? No, what was your roll?
Well, I rolled a 56 under 70, but you're saying it needs to be a hard strength check.
Feeling
Yeah, so
lucky?
So,
Yeah, you can luck or you can push your roll.
or I can make a pilot check.
Or you're whatever you rolled, you can apply it to whichever one. You want to roll again saying you're making a pilot check? There should be new dice.
No, I'm gonna keep my roll, but I'm gonna say it's a pilot check,
Okay, yeah, I'm cool with that.
and then I'm
totally.
gonna spend. I need to spend 15 luck points.
That's not bad.
That's not really
It's
that
not
bad.
Isn't that
for
more
saving
than
all
you'd
of our
have to
lives.
spend though for? Just
No,
making the strength check.
because a hard strength check is 35,
and you roll.
and a pilot check is 41.
All right, so you're pulling on it and you start to pull the plane out of the nosedive. We go to Lucian.
Lucian's got his pistol out, and he's going to take a shot at the creature that was just trying to grab him.
All right. It will dodge.
Eat hot lead, you bastard!
Oh, a successful dodge. You get a disadvantage die.
Well, I missed 77 over 42.
Okay. Are you multiple shots?
Oh, hell no. So if he misses with that shot, he's just going to try and scramble back towards Shapiro, or towards where Shapiro was. I'm going to scramble back to the other side of the plane away from that creature that's reaching for me.
Okay.
I wonder if they're going for what's in the crates. Like they could sense it or something.
Yeah, it seems like Shapiro thinks that, hey?
Yeah.
Or maybe Dave's just using that as an excuse to take him out of the fight.
Could be, yeah.
Dave smiles. All right. For everyone
Anything
listening
else?
at home.
Maynard, you're up.
Maynard does a shoulder check and looks into the back of the plane and sees Lucian struggling with this creature. I'm going to pull out my 45 and take a shot at him. Or sorry, it's a 38 revolver. Do I have a clear shot that doesn't endanger Lucian that much? Or Quentin?
That much? I'm okay with
At
a little
all?
bit.
At all?
Just a little bit of risk.
I mean, it's a small plane. I assumed some risk.
You get a penalty die.
Ooh.
It's not that full. It's not that small. It's full of like
It's
gigantic
engaged-
boxes and cases.
It's engaged in melee with Lucian trying to grab him.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Maynard turns around, he looks over his shoulder, he points his gun back there, but he doesn't like the shot, so he sprints back directly towards the fight and tries to like find some sort of an angle or put the gun right up against the thing's head or whatever.
Oh,
I
yeah,
have
point
to do.
blank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you get a bonus die. So then it's straight up roll.
Come on.
44 under 45.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful.
So it's a 1d10.
You smoke it.
Come on, high roll, high roll, high roll.
That's a 1.
Oh no.
Oh, you
Possible.
you
Come on.
graze it with that roll too. Just
Damn it.
graze it in between it and Lucian.
It like rears back at the last second and then kind of miss it.
Oh, yeah. I would imagine it would be kind of hard, you know? If something's in a fight, like, you know?
Moving
close
around.
blank, it would be
Yeah.
point
Well
blank.
done.
Yeah, it'd be hard.
All demony like. Yeah.
I don't have any special talents or anything. Am I able to shoot it again? Just shoot one revolver twice?
Yeah, as long as you got the bullets, you get a penalty die for each one. So another shot. I think you can fire. It's
You
probably it's either 2 or 3 depending on your gun.
Okay, I'm gonna fire another one.
But didn't he have to make that decision before he shot the first one? Because you'd take
I probably do.
penalty dies against all your shots, right?
No, dual wielding against all your shots. So it's your first shot's normal, second shot's 1 penalty die, and if you can do a third, then it's 2 penalty die.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's just like pushing the roll.
yeah, in a way, yeah, because you can't really push combat rolls. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, it's a good equivalent.
I have to pick the worst one? Yeah. I rolled a 95.
Ooh. Jeez, that's...
I'm not dual
Scary
wielding, so I
close.
don't think that's quite a jam.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
But there is another hole in the fuselage.
Shapiro was yelling and screaming to stop shooting, as he's like turtling over this crate, trying to pull it out. It would be your shot then, these guys. Okay, so let's go with, they are intelligent. So the footsteps start to go down the plane towards the front. And Joe, you hear them coming up above you and you see the claws come over and one of the heads of the ones come over the plane at you.
Uh-oh.
It's trying to just grab at you.
Could I do some like evasive maneuvers, like put the plane into like a dive to like, or like a barrel roll? Can I do a barrel roll with the plane to try to shake it off the
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
I admire.
top of the plane? Fuck
Yeah.
it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, okay, so
I'm just gonna
so
do
will
it.
this count as like your fight back?
Yeah.
You'll fight back, so if you win this, then you barrel roll the plane.
Yeah.
I love it. That sounds awesome.
So I gotta do like a pilot check again?
That'd have to be, right?
Usually your brawl is a fight back, but we want to sub in the pilot check as your fight back. I think that's legit. Let's do it. Sounds fun to me anyways.
Oh, 25. Yeah,
90,
under
97.
Ooh.
Yeah. Just like full on barrel roll upside down into a nosedive, then back level flight.
Wow, that is
Going on in the
impressive.
back of the plane.
Yeah, what's going on with you guys?
Yeah, everybody has to take a dex check now.
Yeah, no, definitely going to get a dex check. So now if you're the DM, when you go through, so you've done your maneuver, you've shaken him away. He can fly, but he's not grabbing at you. You've got the plane in a dive/barrel roll.
Yes.
Now, would you need, as the pilot, honestly, would you need another pilot check to pull out of that now that you've gotten into your maneuver? I'll take whatever you say.
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, he's good.
All right, he's good. So yeah, I think a dex check for everybody is a pretty good idea. I'm gonna roll Shapiro's over here. His dex is not very good.
98 over 70 for Lucian.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
The dice.
Maynard,
rolled a
Maynard, guys,
14
hold
under
on back
60.
there.
14.
Yeah, I just ran along the fuselage as it went up, up right back where I started.
Yes, amazing. Shapiro goes slamming against it, and the crate he was holding goes ripping down and slams in and buckles a bit.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
And he's yelling, no! Ah! Even the night gaunt, it's slammed up against the side. Lucian.
Okay, so I rolled really badly on that dexterity roll. So I'm
I'll say
gonna.
you're basically like prone, so
Yeah, so I'm
you're
just
using
gonna.
movement to get up.
I'm gonna take another shot at the night gaunt.
Shoot it.
Oh, that's nice. That's a 9 under 42.
Oh, the Mauser. Here we go.
Yeah.
Mauser's back.
So hard success. What's the damage on that? Is it any different?
I don't think.
No, just in extremes when it changes to an impale.
Oh, only 2.
Oh, that's right. It's the second time it's been shot.
I'm taking the second shot.
All right.
All right. Penalty die on this one. No. Miss, 92.
Playing with fire with those 90s.
I know I've had a lot of 90s. It sucks.
Playing with fire. The plane's starting to straighten out. Are you trying to crawl anywhere, get anywhere in particular?
No, you know what? If like he's, I just imagine he's like prone, slumped on the seats that Shapiro was on the other side of the plane from where he was sitting before, and he's just like laying on his side with his pistol pointed at this creature and just unloading into it, and hoping
Awesome.
that it doesn't pay attention to him. Maybe secretly a little bit hoping that it's paying attention to Maynard now. In a deep, dark part of his soul that he doesn't want to admit.
Awesome. Okay, Maynard.
Maynard's feeling brave and also hoping that this thing is paying attention to him now. He's going to go right for another point blank shot. I'm assuming that we rattled around in the fuselage and ended up side by side.
More or less. It's pretty tight quarters in there. Yeah. Point blank's
I'm
no
going to
problem.
stick my gun back in his face and shoot him again. That's a 46 over 45. I'm going to spend my luck to make the hit.
Do you get a bonus dice?
Yeah, it's a bonus die shot.
Point blank is a bonus die. Yeah. He tried to dodge. It was
that makes it
unsuccessful.
That makes it a 16.
Ooh, yeah.
Hey.
Oh, only 3 damage. I got to check these bullets.
We're just chipping away at it, hey? Blink, 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 blink.
Does it make a noise, this thing? Is it like a screech?
Yeah, it'd be like a screech. Like, I don't know. I can't really do a screech.
That was
but
good.
That's what it was.
No, that was good.
That was good.
Yeah. Do it again.
No, I can't.
Maynard,
It hurt my
Maynard
throat.
screams like a war cry when he gets mad at this thing and rips off one more shot with the.
All right, let's hear the war cry if we're all screaming into the mic. I love it.
No.
No, Kurt.
No, I have to take the high one. No, I rolled a 75.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm just going
Maynard.
to take that as a miss.
I super
Yeah.
thought the way he looked.
Yeah. Like doing the math. Like, is that
Is that a 99?
any movement or anything else? You're just ripping shots off, huh?
I'm going to try to. Is Quentin behind me or on the other side of the beast from me?
Quentin would be face down on the floor as the plane's leveling out. He's probably just like at your feet.
Okay, I'm just going to try to shield him with my body. And
You just like
Lucian,
teabag
if
him
I can,
basically. You
just
squat down over top of him.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just in the fight here. Waiting for
Wow.
my next
Get the
shot.
case. The case. He's waving towards that crate.
What am I supposed to do with it when I get it?
protect it. Can't get damaged. Okay, Nikon's turn. It does its screech and it clambers out the window and it pulls out and starts to fly away, trailing behind a nice stream of blood.
You'd better run.
You guys get the plane leveled out, basically just in time as you're coming down and you see a small little setup with like a really shitty airstrip, basically. Christopher, will you want to land this bad boy?
Oh, he looks to his right and sees the dead co-pilot. I guess I gotta do this thing. I gotta do a thing. Here we
The
go.
guy you shot?
When you look over to the co-pilot, his eyes are just met right into yours.
You think you hear
Quickly
his voice.
snaps his head, like his gaze straight out the window. Oh, jeez. Oh no! Did I have to roll for this? I didn't have to roll for
no,
this.
you're rolling for this. You're landing.
Oh shit! It's a 64 over 41.
Ooh.
You won't crash and burn and kill yourselves, but if you don't land the plane properly, you're going to take some damage.
You could try pushing the roll.
You could push the roll.
Could you do a pilot check to just fly around for a little bit and make sure there aren't any more of these creatures before we land the plane?
We need to get out of the air, or the more come back. As soon as we get on the ground, the safer we are. So if I push the roll, but if I like fumble it,
Yeah, if you fail a push
terrible
roll,
things
it's
happen
worse.
to you.
Yeah.
And terrible things will happen to everyone you know.
if I just fail it like regularly, like if I get another 60 over, it's not.
A fumble fail is a worse fail, yeah. Sorry, not a fumble fail. A push fail is
fail.
worse than a normal fail, yes.
Oh, so it's like fumbling it.
Yeah, fumbling a pushed roll is just
Fuck
You
it.
disintegrate
Go for
and
it.
Yeah, man, do it.
I got a 95 over
my
40.
God.
No, you didn't. Oh my
It's been fun,
God.
guys.
Okay, I just need to increase our speed, pull up the landing gear, be as smooth as possible. Buckle up. Boom, boom. Here we go.
buckle up, boom, boom. So yeah, landing wheels up. Well, I forgot I was something I'm missing. So then you just
Yeah, I forgot to put the gear down. That's a very common mistake, actually.
Your vectors are off. Call the ball.
I imagine Lucian looking over at Maynard and giving him like a big thumbs up. Don't worry. Christopher's got it. We'll be okay. He's a pilot.
I've heard him tell stories before that it just shows Lucian snap forward as the plane goes into the ground and dirt like comes and like takes out the camera. We won't even see it from the plane's view to Lucian's view, just the side view. It'll be all right. And then and dirt come in. Everyone take 19 damage.
Oh, I think half our party's, 3/4 of our party's dead now.
That's going to be a problem
2/3?
for me.
Jesus Christ. I'm
Who is
sorry.
still conscious?
Did you actually say 19? 19.
19. I rolled 4d8 or 4d10 and I got 19. So who's conscious?
Christopher.
Nah. Lucian
Okay.
had 13.
Maynard's at -6.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, you guys black out. Christopher, you black out too. A few minutes later, you're like, your eyes barely open and it's all hazy and you got that ring in your ears. A little bit of fire to your like left as you like, and you see some Jeeps driving, which you presume from the army base, up. They got some little lights going, some little army ambulances. You look over, you see a Maynard face down. The crates are kind of smashed up. Shapiro's face down. You're the only one conscious right now as 4 army Jeeps pull up and people start rushing out and administering first aid and trying to help.
Is he still in the cockpit?
Yeah, probably, huh? Just buried. We found one buried over here. You're covered in dirt and they unbury him. Yeah, this one's alive still. Oh, the other ones are still alive, but they're in rough shape. And you see they're loading Lucian and Maynard onto like stretchers and they're giving them like chest compressions. And
I thought I put the landing gear down. I swear.
it's okay,
I
buddy. Save your
did.
strength. Oh, he's probably speaking
No.
in North Borneo, which I don't know what it is. Just talks like a Canadian dude.
Here comes
Just
that
save your
Borneo
strength,
accent we've been waiting for.
Just save your strength, eh? We got you at Timmy's back at the camp.
You have to save them. You have to save them. He
Hey,
just keeps like
save
saying
your
that over and
strength.
over and over again.
They load you up on a stretcher. I'm gonna say you get let in. You get put on a jeep. We'll fast forward a little bit to everybody waking up in a shitty, crude little medical hospital building. Christopher, you've been there. You know that they wheeled you in. You gave you some first aid. Everybody's fine. I'll give everybody 1d4 hit points. You guys can go 0 to 1d4. You don't go negative.
I rolled a 1.
I get a 2.
Oh my god.
We'll be fine.
Wow, Christopher really just shit the fucking bed here. First, he shot the co-pilot.
We really got to stop traveling like this.
You guys wake up and one of the nurses, the doctors notices that you guys are starting to wake up and he leaves the room. And it's just the three of you and Shapiro. Shapiro's just barely waking up too.
Christopher.
Lucian, don't move. Don't move.
You said you could fly a plane.
I did. I flew it right into the freaking ground. But hey, we're still.
You said you could
still
fly.
alive.
You told me you could
Save
fly.
your breath. Save your energy.
Don't worry about it. We'll talk
Quiet-
about it
quiet
later.
now. Quiet now.
Said you could fly.
No, let's get this guy some more morphine. Huh?
No, they come over
You-
right away.
you-
and they're
you
like,
can't
"Okay, just
fly.
Sit back.
You can't fly.
He just nods off.
Oh man, I feel like Christopher needs to make like a guilt check. I'm sorry. He's all like bandaged up too. He's probably got like
Oh, yeah,
a
you guys
sling
are all-
around his shoulder and stuff.
Yeah, you guys are all
big-
fucking messed up right now.
Oh man. Sorry, did you say that Shapiro's still alive?
Yeah, Shapiro he's starting to wake up as well. Sweating just like a son of a bitch. He immediately is like,
Sweating.
the device. Where's the device I need? Where? He looks over at you guys. The head-orang device. Where is it? Where's the crate? Where's the crate? I need it. And he starts to like try to get up and he like wheels his legs over and imagine he's got an IV of some
Shapiro.
sort. He's got like his little IV and his balls are hanging out and his ass is hanging out and this little like basically like pillowcase with arms cut in it. We need the device. You don't understand. You don't understand what it does.
What are you gonna do? You gonna walk out of here? You'll die as soon as you don't have any nurses around you. 5 minutes. Just sit down.
If no one looks at
Take
this
it
device,
easy.
if this
We need-
device is damaged, we're all dead. We're all dead. And he looks at you super intensely. And he starts to like, someone get me a
What is
fucking
it?
cloth, man. Starts wiping his forehead with his pillowcase, exposing himself even more. And he starts shuffling wounded towards the door.
Shapiro, what is this thing? What is this device?
He turns and looks at you and you see like fear in his eyes and then he turns back.
I grab him. I grab him by his hospital onesie.
It
thing.
just drips with sweat all down your hand.
Oh, God. Shapiro, tell it to me straight. What is this device? Why are you so bent out of shape about it?
He gets close to you. You can smell the sweat, and a bead drips off his nose and drops onto your foot. It'll kill us all. It's a timed device that if it goes off, it'll kill us all. If we go up in that camp, and he's trying to say it so no one else hears. If we go up in that camp and the Yellow Death is there, then we set this device off. We wipe out every motherfucking person up there. And he looks at you and he turns away and he starts going, where's the cargo? There's the cargo from the crashed plane. And he starts to shuffle away. You guys can both make a listen check if you want to see if you overheard him say that.
11 under 30.
I didn't hear shit.
Okay, so Maynard did not hear, but Lucian, you heard him say that.
About that he has a device that he could set off in the camp that would take care of everything.
You can hear, if this disease is up there and it's going to spread, we're going to annihilate the whole area, eviscerate it.
And he's still there?
No, he's left the tent
Okay.
to try to ask someone where the, you just hear me out, where's the cargo from the crashed plane?
Okay, so Lucian, struggles to sit up and looks at Christopher and says, Did you hear what he just said? Did I hear that? He's got a bloody bomb in that case. That's what he was so worried about. He's going to destroy the whole camp.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. The guy's nuts. This guy's freaking nuts. I think you were right, Lucian, about these guys.
Thank you. I was right.
They don't want to help anybody.
How do we know they're not the Inner Knight? Any one of them could be the Inner Knight. There could be no such thing as the Inner Knight. We don't know anything.
Jeez. Well, we probably need to find them. We need to find that device.
Yes, you're right. Let's get up. Let's get moving. Let's find him.
Maynard, can you walk?
I don't know. I haven't even tried. I feel pretty awful. How's my face look?
Ooh.
Give me a mirror.
Oh, can
Give
you
me a
make
mirror.
that is a great question. Man, you're smart, man. Can you make a luck roll for me?
All right.
I'm just curious to see
Poor Maynard just keeps getting
where your wounds
more and
are.
more hideous.
Oh, that's a 20.
Nice.
Okay, no,
nice.
you're not really wounded in the head near where your other wounds are, and your scales look the same.
Oh, that is lucky.
Your other wounds, like you look down at like a gash on your arm, it's a normal wound.
Hey,
Okay.
did I forget what color are your scales?
Black.
Ah, awesome. That's very cool.
Of course, that's awesome.
Yeah.
With a glimmer, catch it at the right angle.
Maynard, get up. We're leaving. He said he's got a
Christopher
bomb.
goes over and he puts his arm under his armpit and tries to help him up. Well, take it easy. Just go slow, Maynard. Holy
Maynard
cheese.
swings his legs over the bed and tries to stand up for the first time. How's that go?
You have 1 hit point?
As well as you think it would.
You're
Maynard, take a
hurting.
drink. Take some water.
You're hurting.
Maynard, yeah.
Okay. Maynard takes a sip of water. He kind of chokes a little bit, tries to drink too much, ends up just getting a tablespoon or two.
Christopher wipes the spittle off his chin
Thank
for
you.
him.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
All your clothes and items, everything's there.
Even all my grenades.
Yeah, your whole thing. They just took your packs and put that.
Oh, that's handy.
Christopher, will you help me with my trousers?
You know what?
Zip me
Maybe
up.
you could try yourself. Just
Yeah.
to see if you can do it. If you can't,
Just
then
help me
I'll
over there.
you.
I'll find someone who can help
Okay.
you.
Okay.
It seems, Christopher, like that could be the least you could do, actually, considering.
Can tell you. Oh, that's pretty funny.
Lucian's
Hey, we're alive, eh?
Lucian's looking down at all of his bandages and muttering to himself, "Who the hell put these bandages on? A bunch of chimney sweeps? My God." He starts taking them off and retying them and looking at the sutures. Oh, God, I look like I've been stitched up by a blind woman.
That was me. This guy turns and walks away. Oh, you guys go out. Shapiro comes back in. Look, I found out where the stuff is. I'm gonna get dressed. Is everybody dressed? And he goes over and he starts to fumble and he takes his shirt and you hear it slap on, like you put on a wet shirt after swimming. It slaps on and he buttons it up, dabs his head.
I pull my gun on Shapiro.
Well, here we
What the
go.
Fuck! What are you doing? He looks severely pissed off.
Stand still.
We
I don't give a flying... What do you say, Christopher? A fuck. A flying fuck. What you think of me right now? You distinctly said that you were off to find a bomb, that you brought a bomb, some sort of explosive device on the plane, and you're ready to see this entire village, aid camp, whatever it is, blow into smithereens. I won't be party to it.
You're a doctor, right?
You're damned right I'm a doctor.
So you'd rather let a disease spread that could get into civilization and kill thousands of people? Or would you rather just wipe out 100 at some shitty camp?
There are all sorts of ways to confine a malady such as this before we just go setting off bombs and blowing up the entire population.
I agree 100%. This bomb is a last resort.
A last resort. Well, I'm going to make sure it's a last resort. We're going to leave it here in the camp.
It doesn't stay in the camp. We need to check it out. I need to see if it's damaged.
I'm coming with you.
If the inner knight is here, We need to find it, and we need to find out fast. They're the ones that spread this disease. This is one of the diseases they're trying to manufacture to wipe out humanity. This must be stopped. You don't understand. We got no time for this. And he goes to walk by you.
Makes a lot of sense, don't you think, Doc?
Yeah, Lucian's like, he makes just enough sense, and Lucian has just few enough hit points that he kind of backs down a little bit. I think that he's just like teetering, like his vision is blurry, his brain's not working properly. He's like, no, that doesn't make sense, but I can't bloody argue.
Poor Lucian.
Yes, if only we hadn't crashed and taken quite so much damage.
Yeah, you just built your hit points back up too.
I had. Not as much as if the keeper had let us, sleep on the trip.
Short flights.
To
Bumpy rides.
Borneo.
Okay, cool. Short flights to the other side of the world.
If this was an Indiana Jones movie, you'd see like the map where the airplane goes. It would stop
like 7 times.
Yeah, 8 times exactly.
Yeah. It would take a whole week to get
Stop
there.
in Delhi. It would stop in Nepal. It would stop in Malaysia. It'd stop in Hong Kong.
No time
Stop
to
in
rest.
Australia.
Oh,
No.
okay,
Just
you make
get
a
there.
fair point.
No.
I'll give everybody 1d4 hit points. Take another 1d4.
Before the crash that you lost.
It's
Yeah.
a very uncomfortable plane. There's
You
no time
feel
to
well
rest.
rested now. The hospital was excellent. So there, I will balance it out.
Oh, I got a 4.
It was an excellent
I rolled
hospital.
a 3.
I got another 2.
And you deserve a 1, but
No, that was a good argument.
it was a good argument. That's fair. That's fair.
it's
I
good.
invoked the Indiana
debated,
Jones.
I do picture the maps. The maps are dope. Okay, do you guys you go out? Shapiro's waiting outside for you. If you hesitate a little bit, he'll stick his head back in and be like, "Let's go, please. They have our stuff. We're going to meet Captain Lancaster."
Christopher helps Maynard up to the door. You okay, Maynard? You gonna be all right?
Yeah, I'm feeling a little better now. I think the drugs are starting to kick in.
You guys come out of the tent, and you see Shapiro standing there, and a tall man with a wide-brimmed hat and a nice, perfectly trimmed mustache. Better trimmed than Maynard's usually, or at least as good. I don't want to speak for Maynard.
His mustache just went through a plane crash.
I've been in the hospital after a plane crash. I mean, how good do you expect it to look?
It's not fair.
That's fair.
The jet fuel burned it off his face.
Yeah, singed it
He doesn't
perfectly.
have-
He comes up and he addresses himself to Shapiro. Introduces himself as, "I am Captain Lancaster. I am in charge of this army. I guess it's a base. There's got to be a better word for it. I'm in charge of this army camp. You are the members from Caduceus that were sent to deal with the outbreak. How are you guys? Are you guys all right? I understand there was a
We're just
severe plane
tickety-boo,
crash. You guys are
Captain.
looking a little rough. Please come with me to my mess halls. We'll have a good hearty meal. I'll give you a lowdown on the situation, and we can help you out however you need. Please come." He's a very friendly man, very tall.
Was Shapiro
Shapiro's
going along with him?
Yep, totally.
Doesn't mind taking the time to get food and stuff.
he shakes his hand. Yep, you have our stuff from the crash. Oh yeah, we have everything. We have everything down at the mess hall. I've got everything set up for you. I've got 2 armored vehicles ready for you guys to take up into the hills whenever you need to go. But please, come, rest, have a lunch. Let me fill you in on what's going on. Please, come.
You hear that,
Everything's
Shapiro?
here.
Everything's fine. Your bomb's just waiting down there at the mess hall.
The captain pauses. And he looks
nothing.
He looks at Shapiro and he
Yeah.
looks at Lucian and he keeps walking.
Don't worry, Captain. All part of the plan.
Ignore him. He just hit his head really hard in the plane crash.
He starts to walk. Shapiro kind of fades back and goes up beside Lucian. And he's like, "What are you trying to do?"
Oh, nothing. I thought you'd be relieved to know that your bomb is perfectly safe at the mess hall, just in case you hadn't heard.
Meanwhile, Maynard runs up to the captain and starts a small talk conversation and starts heading off in the opposite direction so that he hopefully doesn't hear this.
He's very chatty. He talks to you. You do wild game hunt. I love wild game hunting. But here in Borneo, it's fantastic. You should see this thing we got there a couple days ago. Never seen anything like it.
I don't get much of a chance to hunt in New York City, but
what
I'm
about the
always
rats?
interested in a new sport. The rats. That's a
The
good
rats are
one.
the homeless. And he laughs.
I don't think they make caliber large enough for New York rats.
Yeah, he keeps talking to you, and Shapiro to Lucian, you do not undermine the mission. Do not undermine the mission. This is bigger than you. This is bigger than your morals. You don't want to be accidentally left behind in the blast, do you? And he gives you a look and then walks up ahead.
Ooh.
Lucian has murderous thoughts going through his head right now about this asshole.
Okay, you guys go. You approach a building. It's probably the nicest building in this little camp. You do see 2 armored vehicles. You see all your stuff. Shapiro runs up, looks for the crate, takes it, moves kind of like out of view a little bit, takes it away, and goes over behind one of the armored cars, like opens up like the trunk, the tailgate, we'll say, lays it down, and puts the crate in there and opens the box, trying to be out of sight from you guys. And the captain, everybody. The captain's like, yeah, all your stuff is here. Please come inside, though. Please come inside. If I told you, lion hunting. And he just starts talking to Maynard about big game hunting again and just how he likes to shoot things and kill things.
Maynard's doing a great job of listening and asking insightful questions and just keeping him distracted.
You go in and it's basically mess hall, like, typical what you'd expect. Table set up. He motions to someone, says something to them. They run off. Yeah. Oh, I got this meat. Best steaks you had in a while. Come, sit down. Sit down. Can I get you anything? He's just very friendly with the small talk. Does everybody else go in? Anyone go over to Shapiro? Anything?
Lucian's keeping an eye on Shapiro. He's trying to be sneaky about it, but he's not actually very good at hiding or anything like that. But
Christopher's just going to walk right up to him while he's checking out his bomb. Hey, I know sometimes we're at odds, but I kind of see your point here with, this being bigger than us. And, if this disease gets out, it could be catastrophic. I get it. But maybe you could show me how this bomb works just in case, Is it working like it should be, or what?
I haven't looked yet. You look down and you see a mahogany box. The size of a standard tea chest, 20 by 20 by 30. The box lies on its side with one of the 4 larger faces being comprised of a 2-part lid attached by brass hinges on the longer sides. A rotating brass disc inscribed with a 4-pointed star holds the lid in place. 4 faces outside of the box are inscribed with patterns of stars. Do you have any skill in astronomy or anything like that? Is he a horoscope kind of guy?
I don't think so. Horoscopes? Yeah, sometimes I go and see the horse.
Yeah.
Oops, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know, we call them something different in Brooklyn.
But
But
she strips Saturday nights. Yeah. Okay, so you don't understand the constellations. On each face, silver strips inlaid into the wood form the lines between the stars. You see rubies inlaid in the box. All seems to be in patterns with these constellations with these stars. Also across both halves of the lid, 2 fishes are carved, inlaid with gold. The mouths of both fishes are open and pointed towards one another, with the brass disc that keeps the box closed is between them. He reaches in and he turns the disc 360 degrees. And he opens up the box on the hinges. The interior of the box is filled with complex series of rotating hoops, discs, wheels, and gears. All are made of brass and all are inscribed with astrological signs that chart various paths through the celestial sphere. The entire mechanism resembles a strange armillary sphere with a large tetrahedron made from a single ruby about the size of a fist at its heart, just floating there.
Shit.
There's a series of 6 dials, 3 at each end of the interior of the chest, marked with, I don't imagine you speak Persian or understand so it's marked with...
What's all this nerd stuff over here? I don't understand this. Where's the fuse?
He looks over and he kind of looks at part of it, and you see the 3 discs on one side are all bent, and you see that things are moving throughout it. And his eyes widen.
It looks a bit broken there.
He closes it.
Shapiro?
It's been started. And there's no way that we can stop it.
What do you mean? Did you start it? How did
It's been
start?
damaged in the plane crash.
How much time's left?
24 hours or so. Give or take a little bit. We have enough time to get in and see if the inner knight is here, and then we need to get
All
the
the blood
fuck out.
just drains out of Christopher's face.
Don't tell anyone. And he pushes it in the back of the Jeep and loads it in and motions for you to follow him, kind of like pulls on your arm into the mess hall.
He doesn't know what to do, so his mind's racing. He just kind of like, he's in zombie mode and just follows them.
You go into the mess hall and you sit down, and it smells fucking delightful in there.
Christopher doesn't eat. He just spends the whole time like staring at the wall.
Eat. I tell you, this is one of the best steaks. And this guy talks about big game. He keeps talking. And he's like, okay, so I know you're not here. And he eats some of the steak. And he's like, oh man, everybody indulge with him. Have some drink. Have some food. Smells delicious.
Lucien has a bit, but like I said, I was trying to keep my eye on Shapiro, and so I watched Christopher walk up and talk to him, and I could definitely read the body language that Christopher saw something that shook him.
Christopher looks horrified.
Yeah, now he's not eating, so Lucien's just like staring laser beams into Christopher's face.
Meanwhile, I think Maynard's having seconds.
It's honestly some of the best meat you've ever had. And this guy's
really
wolfing it
enjoying
down forkful with you. He's like, hey, I got something to show you after. I got something to show you. You won't even believe it. And he points over at Maynard. Eat up. Anyways, so I know you guys are with Caduceus. You're into to handle the quarantine check, see what's going on. Do all that kind of fucking nerd stuff. Right? Am I right? Looks over at Christopher, right. Winks. Now, you take whatever you need. You got the 2 vehicles to go up to the camp, and I'll give you a little bit of lowdown to the situation. The surveyors, the mining camp up there, they're the ones, they're the ones with the money. They're the ones with the power, the pull. They're why you're here. They're the ones that insist that someone get in and figure out what the fuck's going on. They got some whatever up there in the hills that they want to, plot out, mine, make a shit ton of money, blah, blah, blah. Now, up on the other side too, we got there's some tobacco fields. I'm sure you'll go up there. That's where they got the medical tents. That's where they're treating a lot of the sick people. The guy up there, what's his name again? Marizin. He's fed up. There's a bunch of the people from the hills, a bunch of the farmers. Everybody seemed to have set up shop on his farmland, and they're protesting and they're harassing these surveyors. They're talking about how they've upset the mountain. We don't really know what's going on. The quarantine came before we could figure out what's going on, and we're not really going up in there. We do a little bit of time. Like I said, this is your job. This is why you guys are here. We're here to enforce the quarantine. No one goes anywhere. No one does anything. No, not without me saying so. Anyone got any questions? Shapiro is pretty quiet too. He looks up, and this meal is delicious, and he looks down at the table at everybody else, and he's just fucking sweating. Then they don't have a hand towel. He's like, yeah, and he motions, and they give him like a big beach towel, and he's just dabbing his
These guys must
sweaty
know him.
head, sweating all sorts. But as much as I appreciate this, we have the lowdown now. I do believe, in a few minutes, I'd like if you can get your men to pack all of our equipment up into the armored vehicles. I've already poured the one thing in there. Have nobody touch that. It's damaged and fragile. And we're going to need to leave, I'm going to say within like 15 minutes. We need to go.
What?
Yeah. No, of course. The captain's like, yeah, no, of course. I get it.
What time of day is it?
Lunchish.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought it was like later in the day. As soon as I've got like the attention's on this conversation between Lancaster and Shapiro, I'm going to lean across the table and say to Christopher, "What did you see?"
The captain motions towards Maynard. Hey, come here, check this out. Hunted man, come here. And he wants you to follow him into another room to show you something.
Okay, Maynard sort of eases out of his chair with a wince and a bit of pain and kind of limps the first few steps as he heads over there.
Okay, so yeah, you guys go in there. So it's just Shapiro, Christopher, and Lucien.
Christopher's like, he hears Lucien and he looks over at Shapiro and he turns to Lucien. He just kind of like shakes his head.
Shapiro gets up and
kinda
leaves.
just telling him like he doesn't want to talk to him about it.
Shapiro gets up and leaves, and he says, "Meet at the vehicles in 5 minutes. We need to go." And he leaves the tent, so it's just you two.
He's gone. He's gone now. What did you see? What was it?
It was what he described, the bomb,
Did you see how it worked? Is there an off switch? Can we disable it in some way?
It was like nothing I've ever seen before. I don't know. It was like, it's not like it's not like 20 sticks of dynamite wrapped together with duct tape, It's like there was carvings and gems, and it's not like, I don't know what I even saw. I couldn't even comprehend it.
What you're describing doesn't sound like any bomb I've ever heard of. Can you describe it? Maynard may know. He has a mind for that sort of occult, witchcraft.
All I remember was like stars and like, I think I saw some fish on it at some point.
Well, that doesn't sound like a bomb at all or anything we should be worried about. And yet, you seem worried.
Yeah, because I don't really understand it. I think it's freaking me out, to tell you that much.
We cut to Maynard. Maynard goes in this, what you figure is the captain's office. And you see some big game, like a big grizzly bear on the wall, a tiger, just all the things that shitty people pay money to go kill. Shoot.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah. But one he points up to, at first glance, you think it's like a large elephant head. It's got this trunk and big ears. But it's got like, you reach out and touch it, it's got this felt-like skin that's green and mauve. The trunk, when it comes down, is different than an elephant's. It looks like it opens up and there's jagged teeth in there, and there's like 4 nostrils along the top. You look up at the big ears, and they're almost like human ears, the same shape as human ears, but they're huge ears, and it's got some spikes, small spikes that run up between the eyes, up the forehead. And there's these large eyes that look intelligent of this mantelpiece. Look at that. Native to the land. No idea what it is. 2 days ago it came out of the bush. 2 days ago that came out of the bush. That's what we were eating. This thing. Fucking delicious. Can you make a mythos roll for me?
No.
All right.
And a sanity check. Come on. To see if he throws up his
I'll
lungs.
get to the sanity check.
77 over 27.
Aw.
Those check.
Okay, make a sanity roll for me too, please.
Oh, come on.
Oh, fuck. 86 over 72.
Oh, no, there it is.
You lose 1 point.
Oh, poor Maynard.
As you look at
Son
this,
of a bitch. You fed this to me?
is that what you say to him?
Yeah.
You hear shouting from the other room. What do you mean? It's delicious. Look at it. It's like some sort of, just must be like a species of elephant, or maybe like a, I don't know. I have no idea what it is. I'm not a fucking animal dude. I'm a gun guy, and I killed it, and we ate it, and it was delicious.
When I first met you, Captain, I thought you might be an idiot, and now you have confirmed it. I can't believe you fed this evil creature to me.
Evil creature
This is an atrocity.
stuff. You need to leave my office right now. Let's go.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
I don't need to be told. I'm out of here.
They come out the door of the office into their room with you two, and they're totally just like, yeah, you know what? Fuck you. Show you these
fuck
things.
you.
Closes the door. And the guy, he pushes by Maynard and walks out the door.
What was that all about?
Maynard thinks about what he just ate and starts to feel nauseous and makes his way out to the back of the mess tent and pukes all over the place.
Inside the mess tent or on the outside?
Just on the outside of the mess tent. And then I
Okay.
jam my finger down my throat to try and get the rest.
Disgusting.
Maynard, what's wrong? What is it? Are you having a reaction to that medication?
The food, whatever the captain was serving, he just showed me its head mounted on the wall, and it's some bastardized evil creature, probably a spawn of whatever took the plane down. Some horrible bastardized trunk-looking creature,
He fed us
like
demon
the size
meat.
of an elephant. It's horrible, whatever it is. I don't even know what to call that thing.
You hear shouting.
We need to go, Doc. I know you want to go in there and take a look at it, but we
I
gotta
really
go.
do. I really do. But I hear shouting.
You hear shouting from in front of the camp. You hear soldiers shouting, and they sound like they're shouting urgently, and there's like 2 or 3 of them yelling. Maynard
I'm gonna
from
try to listen.
his puking lifts his head up, and it's just like dripping off of him. The vomit.
Oh, Maynard. Yeah, Christopher helps wipe the off his face. Oh, Maynard.
You have a good listen, don't you?
Guy.
Yeah, 31 under 40.
You hear a woman's voice pleading, like she's pleading for help. And you come around the corner from the tent, and you see 2 soldiers with their guns up, drawn, pointed at the forest, the edge of the forest. And you see a young woman, probably in her 20s, with a tattered dress, blood on it, pleading for help.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
no.
And she reaches her hand up, pleading for help as these soldiers are yelling. And you see she's got this massive growth that goes all from one part of her arm all down her midsection.
No.
Yellow growth
No.
pussing out. Reaches with her other hand, and you see her flesh has started to rot off on her arm. And she stumbles towards you, pleading for help. And we'll see you next time.
Oh,
bad.
God. This is insane.
This is
man.
crazy.
Jesus Christ, that was an exciting episode.
Lucian's head is just spinning.
Thank you for listening to another episode from Actual Play Entertainment. Please rate us, review us, and subscribe. If you liked what you just heard, give us 5 stars and tell your friends. If you didn't like it, then tell your enemies. You'll show them. And for more information and content, visit actualplayentertainment.com.
Hey, I'm role playing here.